Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
The situation with the ATV riders on city streets now getting completely out of control. Some last night surrounding a fire engine in Detroit while it was on its way to a fire.
If you were wondering where the smoke was coming from on the east side of town today, it was this. A Grosse Pointe home goes up in flames.
All coming up. We're going to start here at 5, though, with all eyes on 4 Live radar and the threat of severe weather marching our way as a line of storms is coming east.
In fact, the National Weather Service has Metro Detroit under a marginal risk of severe storms.
Start things off here at 5 with Ben, who's watching it. Ben.
Yeah, guys, part of the area is under a marginal risk. That's level 1. That's the lowest risk. But the west and south zone is actually in that level 2. That's the slight risk here. So we expect that the chances are a little bit better that we're going to see the rough stuff here in our west and south zone. It's still not a slam dunk. There are still very many factors actually working against seeing thunderstorms tonight. However, the ingredients are there that if they show up, they could be packing a punch. So 4 Live radar not really showing much of anything. There may be a passing shower out there right now, but some of the stuff may not even be reaching the surface. But we're seeing another patch of thunderstorms develop. This is in addition to those ones that we'll show you in a second. This is coming off of Lake Michigan. You can see the direction moving to the southeast. No warnings along that batch right now. This is what came out of Chicago earlier, and you can see the majority of it is here in central portions of Indiana. But that cell right there just spawned a tornado warning south of I-74 in eastern portions of Illinois. So we're going to continue monitoring that. The time frame on this, if those thunderstorms do manage to hold together, we'll probably see those close to 10 o'clock tonight. 10 to 2 is that window we're watching. Damaging wind and hail will be the largest threats, and we'll talk more about that in just a few minutes, guys.
Our other top story tonight, illegal ATVs like this get in the way and slow down the response of a Detroit fire engine en route to a fire call.
In fact, listen to the radio call to dispatchers on the east side. This was around 8:30 last night.
We have some quad racers disturbing our progress on Gratiot and Goulburn.
We have the message. We'll notify police that you have vehicles impeding your response.
Let's bring in Sean Lay. Sean, these can be dangerous. They are illegal on the streets, and this takes it to another level entirely.
A whole new level, an out of control level, according to firefighters. They say, look, they were on their way to that fire when one of the guys on one of the four-wheelers started circling the fire engine. They had to come to a complete stop. Tonight, the firefighters union says that is a problem that's out of control, and they want the city to do something about it. Another night of this is on tap in Detroit. Off-road riders are taking over city streets.
No justice, no street.
And they are clear. They remember Damon Grimes, the teen killed when MSP trooper Mark Bessner tased him during a four-wheeler chase. Bessner got 5 to 15 for his action.
5 years, 1 to know. If I kill somebody, I'm gonna get life.
Detroit police say this is illegal and it's dangerous. Riders do not care. Watch this guy target a DPD vehicle for stunts. Police say they want these ATVs off the streets, but they're not going to chase them around, and many do not see a problem.
Downtown, they got the little scooters, and those have motor vehicles. I don't think they should treat mini bikes and the four-wheeler guys any different.
But we've learned of a major problem. Listen to this Detroit fire crew on their way to a fire, calling dispatch last night.
We have some quad racers disturbing our progress on Gratiot and Goulburn.
We have the message. We'll notify police that you have vehicles impeding your response.
Look, just stay out of our rig's way. Let us get to our fires.
Detroit's firefighters union head is absolutely furious.
What other large city or municipality does tomfoolery like that exist? How about nowhere?
Detroit police say they have a plan in place to combat the four-wheeler situation. I spoke with Fire Commissioner Eric Jones. He thinks the police plan will be successful, but Devin Kimberly, he's very concerned about what happened to one of his crews last night.
Understandably, and do we get a sense of what this cost that crew and their way trying to get to the fire?
Yeah, they wanted to get to that fire, first of all, so it did delay them. It was a fire at a vacant school. They put it out, but they got on the radio call we played for you, because they wanted to make a record of the ATV, the four-wheeler situation. They wanted people to know it was slowing them down.
Yeah, it did. All right, Sean.
All right, take a look at what firefighters in Grosse Pointe Park were dealing with for hours today. This is video from Sky 4 over Devonshire near St. Paul. Fire ripping through the upper floors of a house with smoke pouring out that could be seen for miles and miles away. Luckily, we're told no one was home at the time. I-275 in Canton Township is back open for the evening rush.
For hours today, state troopers had shut down the northbound lanes near Ford Road to investigate what turned out to be a deadly three-car crash. Deputies tell us a 61-year-old woman from Canton Township was killed. We're checking to see if everyone else was okay. Crews are now investigating what led to the crash.
A long list of charges for the two men allegedly responsible for multiple armed robberies and carjackings in Detroit. Marius Robinson and Kevin Edwards were charged with carjacking and multiple counts of armed robbery and gun charges. Two of those carjackings reported just 6 minutes apart and in the same area, one at Drew Transition School and the other at McKenzie Middle School.
President Trump unveiled a new immigration reform plan today, and it didn't take long at all for Democrats and even a few Republicans to start expressing their concerns. It has some saying the sweeping new plan is already dead on arrival. President Trump's latest immigration reform plan shifts to a merit-based system, prioritizing high-skilled workers while giving fewer green cards to immigrants with family ties in the U.S.
As a result of our broken rules, the annual green card flow is mostly low-wage and low-skilled.
The current system awards about 66% of green cards to immigrants with family ties, 12% based on skills. The president's plan would reverse that, creating a points-based visa system similar to those used by other countries.
Future immigrants will be required to learn English and to pass a civics exam prior to admission.
The plan has little hope of passing in a divided Congress. Democrats say it fails to address millions of immigrants already here illegally and the so-called dreamers brought to the U.S. as children.
Neither Donald Trump's grandfather nor my father would be able to come to America under this proposal.
The president facing an uphill battle as he also deals with the growing military escalation with Iran.
Mr. President, are we going to war with Iran? I hope not.
Congress concerned and demanding to know what triggered the Pentagon to move U.S. bombers and warships to the region.
If you continue to apply maximum pressure and don't open a pressure valve, i.e. negotiations, then you have a pressure cooker that will explode.
New intelligence about the Iranian threat is now being shared with 8 top House and Senate leaders. And one of those 8, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, says the president must get authorization from Congress before taking any military action against Iran.
Well, it is without question a major issue in the city of Detroit. Crumbling roads in desperate need of repairs. And today, a pledge from the city. $100 million will go to fix 100 miles of roads. Coco McAvoy is live on the west side tonight along a stretch of road that made the list. Coco, good evening.
Yes, good afternoon. That's right. West McNichols is one of the streets that will be repaved as part of this project. And it's very important that it's targeted because it is a very busy stretch. And it's just one of many major roads that will see improvements.
Road crews in Detroit are busy, turning bumpy roads into newly paved streets.
This year we're going to be paving, improving about 100 miles of roads throughout the city.
It's part of a $100 million project to revitalize parts of the city.
We're going to be improving about 53 miles of residential streets in various neighborhoods to the city and over 41 miles of major roads.
Along with rehabbing commercial corridors and bridges.
We're going to be doing our part to really start the process of really improving roads throughout the city of Detroit.
The work is already underway on Marcellus Street on Detroit's east side.
It really needed it, real bad.
David Godo agrees. He's lived on the street for more than 20 years.
If they can get the roads in better shape, it's going to help bring in more people, help the economy of Detroit, and Lord knows we need it.
Detroit drivers will start seeing improvements on the roads very soon.
And if you would like to know all of the streets that will be targeted, we have a full list on our website, clickondetroit.com. Back to you.
So, Coco, the $100 million question is, where's the money coming from to pay for this?
Yes, so the money is coming from state and federal funds and some bond money as well.
Okay, very good. We appreciate it, Coco. Well, she is right where doctors want her to be.
Yep, for the first time since his wife's 12-hour surgery to remove a brain tumor, Lions quarterback Matthew Stafford is opening up, telling WJR that his wife is doing okay, and she's been very grateful for the community's support.
You know, I'm a little bit more used to, people from all over kind of, either being involved or knowing what's going on in our life. But I think for her, it was awesome, and I know she leaned on it a lot.
Well, Kelly Stafford is still recovering. Meanwhile, Matthew is taking part in the Lions off-season programs. He says football has been a welcome distraction, so we wish them well.
Kelly's been sharing so many of these updates. I think a lot of people feel very invested and very close to her.
And she's doing well, and we're really glad to hear that. All right.